Hi guys, welcome to week 5 for ConnexU, and this week's theme is planning to meet your goals. Your weekly objective for this week, by the end of the week you should be able to say, I can create a plan to help me learn a difficult concept or accomplish a SMART goal. And when you take a look at the self-directed learning cycle again, last week we worked on the first step, which is setting a goal. This week we are working on the second, which is planning. And if you haven't found out on your own yet from experience, planning is crucial in cyber school. So this quote from the US News article, the big myth is it's easier to go online because you can do it at your own pace. You do have more flexibility, but it's not any easier. It's harder because you're on your own. You're left to your own devices. So the flexibility is a really, really nice benefit of cyber school, but it can also be a lot of people's downfall because it's really, really important to have structure. Success in cyber school requires discipline, commitment, and organization. So we're going to talk a little bit about the organization piece today. You want to make sure you're scheduling your time. Our most successful students schedule their time. Online learners need structure, and a study calendar is a great way to create it. Look at the pace charts that you got for each of your courses. Look ahead like 6 weeks or so in advance. Mark down all of the upcoming quizzes, tests, projects, and the things that are going to take more than one day to prepare for. And kind of check the monthly calendar just to kind of see what you have coming up so you're not procrastinating at the very end. You want to designate study times for each class and stick to them. And then it's most important to treat that time just like you're in a traditional classroom. So the flexibility is that you can create that whatever schedule you want, whether you want to work in the morning, afternoon, evening, 3 in the morning, we don't care. But whatever schedule you create, you want to stick with that. You shouldn't just be winging cyber school and working whenever you feel like it. But the flexibility is nice because, I mean, we have learners who do all sorts of different plans. We have some who like to work 2 and 3 weeks ahead because they feel more comfortable that way. We have some who like to work a half an hour a day in each course, 5 days a week. We have some who prefer to only work in one course a day every week. They'll work Mondays as biology, Tuesdays as English. It doesn't matter, whatever your plan is, as long as you have a plan. Some tools to help you manage your time. Let's go old school here. The first one is just your agenda or your planner. Sometimes it's really nice to just have pen and paper and write things down. The more often that you write things down, the more likely you will be to refer back to them and to actually accomplish those goals. Google Calendar is something that you already have on your Chromebook that you could be taking advantage of, planning out your days, your weeks, your months, even your years. And that was a Friends reference if you didn't get it. So use Google Calendar. Another one I'm going to teach you about is Google Keep. Google Keep is a nice way to kind of stay productive. Use it as a checklist or however you feel, but I tend to use it as a checklist, but I'm going to show you that on the next part. And another cool app I found, it's called 3030. This is for, it's an iOS app, so this would be for the iPhone or the iPad. But this one is nice because it helps you prioritize what you want to do in a given day, and it has you work on things for 30-minute increments, and then it also builds in 30-minute breaks. So it is important to schedule breaks for yourself, just as it's important to schedule time to study. So Google Keep, this is actually a screenshot of my Google Keep. I keep one every single day. I have a daily one and I have a weekly one of kind of what I want to get accomplished. So this is just for the next couple days, basically what I need to do by Friday. So you can see I had a fairly productive Monday and Tuesday because I was able to cross off 11 things. And then it helps you prioritize. You can kind of color code things and see what you need to get done first, and it's just nice because you can check them off as you go, and you will feel more accomplished whenever you're crossing things off. So I just want to quickly go into Google Keep, and you all have access to this. It's at keep.google.com, and basically, I know you guys are probably too young for Pinterest or anything. That's for old people, but it's kind of like a Pinterest board or something like that you can kind of just keep creating all these. It's like a virtual Post-it notes that are helping you kind of organize your day. So you would just come up here and start your note. And so I would say, so to do for 9/19, if that is today's date. So then the first thing I want to do is create ConnexU launch. And I'm going to then hit the 3 dots here, and I'm just going to show checkboxes, and I'm going to make that a task that I want to do. and then I want to finish an IEP. So you just kind of, you can, and then I like to come up here and you pin it so it brings it up to the top so you don't always have to search for it. You can color code things if you're somebody who's more visual and you like to have all of your notes for biology written in blue and all of your math stuff in green. Any cool resources that you find or just notes that you want to type in, you can color code. You can put labels so that you can quickly find things for your classes. But I highly recommend creating checklists for yourself, even like a weekly checklist to make sure that you're more accomplished in that given week. So your reflection question for today, I want you to think back and just think on how do you currently plan your week? If you don't really plan at all, that's okay for now, just admit it. I just want you to say really what level of planning goes into your school week. And then also, do you think you do a sufficient job planning? So how do you plan and do you think that's enough?